Hi Jeff, it's a
Hello.
pleasure to meet you.
You
And
too.
tonight you'll be introducing your first feature film, The Squirm. How do you feel about it? Is the relationship changed over years
My relationship to
with the
Squirm?
movie
Yeah, well, how old are you?
27?
I was 26 when it's weird. I mean, if somebody said to me, how many years later? 50 years.
Almost.
Yeah. 50 years from now, you'll be in Italy showing what? I mean, it would make no sense. But then again, when those kind of things happen, you can't predict. It's different in retrospect. It was so long ago. I don't even feel like I made it. Like
Made it.
that guy that was 27. Bye bye.
And thinking about time, what's your experience with making a horror film back in the 70s and then in the 2000s? It things changed as things changed?
Not only that, change that I was talking to somebody about it. I don't remember the word horror. Like
Okay.
for instance, when Psycho and movies like that, they were not called horror movies. They were called thrillers. Even back the real zombie movies in the 30s were not called.
Hmm.
I wonder when they first used the term horror. Jaws was not a horror movie, and I don't know if Squirm was considered a horror movie at that time. They said a thriller.
Yes.
That's how much things have changed.
And in shooting it, things have changed.
Well, everything about shooting today. I mean, you guys are shooting this with two cell phones.
Yeah.
Back in that time, you had two choices: 16 millimeter and 35
Hmm.
millimeter film. All the professional movies were 35 millimeter,
Of course.
one camera, and it didn't really matter on the low budget end. Anything that you did had to be the equivalent of 2.5 to 3 million today in today's
Yeah.
dollars. Anything. I don't care what the subject was. So it was, you couldn't just go out and make a movie. You had to get other people's money and a lot of it. As much money that, like today, well, you can make a movie for $3 million, or you can buy a building for $3 million. And so that really separated 99% of the people that want to make movies couldn't get past that. The fact that I was able to do it when I was 26 or 27 is crazy because the odds, like I said, 99.9%, who's going to give you that kind of money at 27 years old to do a
Nobody.
movie about fucking worms taking over
Nobody.
a town? Uh, and then, because you had to buy the raw stock, 35, you had to develop it. You had to rent these big, expensive cameras, lights, um, and then edit, and then go to the lab and the prints, and all. So there was no getting around the cost, and that's what really separated the talent. Now there's no separation. I mean, you go out with a cell phone. You say, "Oh, I made a movie," and you put it on online. You spent no money at all. And the problem with that is it's so flooded with crap because the crap before would never get made. There was a
No.
dam. There's no filter. It's like, you know, one out of 1,000 things that you see could be interesting, but oh, I made. And then they have to me, it takes a lot of nerve to say, because I'm passionate about movies, I want to make this movie with your money, India Go Go, or that give me money so I can make a movie. I can't. That's a society thing. That has nothing to do with. Like, I don't think my generation, they would be embarrassed to do something like that. Get it from your uncle or something.
Okay.
But like to ask friends, support me so I could make movies. And what makes it a movie? If you shoot, say you have children,
Hmm.
and you shoot your children in the backyard,
Of
and
course.
they're on a swing on your cell phone. You put it on Facebook and you put it on YouTube. Well, what if you say to the kid, hold it, okay, action, and he gets on the swing and he swings, okay, cut. Now it's a movie?
Mm, not
What
really.
makes it a movie? Because you say so? That's because it's become such the term, the lowest common denominator?
Mm.
Like if you give a cell phone to a chimpanzee, no, I'm serious. I think they've done this before.
They
And
can.
once they understand that what they're seeing here is what they're seeing there, what's the difference?
Yeah,
You
you're
know.
right. You're right.
So I have no connection to it at all. I see it. I think I could make a movie with a cell phone, and I know where to put the camera. Like I don't call it a camera, but the cell phone. I could block a scene uh, to make it look like a real movie.
They, well, your experience
Yeah, yeah,
can show.
that's the difference. Where somebody else with a cell phone, they they shoot it like a home movie. They
Of
look like
course
home
they
movies.
will.
I get so many of these movies, and not just me, but people. Oh, look at my movie! Look at my movie! And for some reason, and it's weird. Within 5 seconds, you know that it's amateur craft. It's not the four. This is 4K. These cameras. That's a good quality picture. But you just know. And as soon as an actor opens their mouth, you were right.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
that doesn't cost any money. That just means you shouldn't be making movies. You don't know what you're doing.
Movies
If you
require.
go and ask an adult, and I know this from making movies, so if you say to the prop department, I need pictures that a 4-year-old kid made with a crayon to put on the refrigerator in the kitchen in the scene, you cannot. An adult can't draw that picture realistically. Can't do it. It's the same thing. Like, why? Here's a crayon, and no. But you give a crayon to a 4-year-old kid, you know instantly it's a 4-year-old kid
4 year.
that did this picture. And there's something about it that it's not money. I get, yeah, it's experience that you just know these low budget things. I'm thinking, and they think this is good. They like say cut, and we're gonna edit this. It's like it's
Is it
that
enough?
bad. Like they don't even connect, and then they'll say what movies they love. They go, well, if you love that movie, that's really good. Like how could you love that and think this is anything? And yet,
How can you even compare them?
yeah, I guess they don't compare
Probably.
it.
And looking back at your films, and I try to find like a sort of connection between them, and I
There
kind.
isn't any. The
I
only connection is I made them. No, I'm serious. I people ask me like they're all so different. I guess.
I find some sort of irony with which you portray the alienation of some elements with
Oh
the
yeah.
human
Well, to me,
body.
the biggest compliment, and you could say, and I'm serious about this. Say, Jeff, I saw all your movies, and every one of them sucks. Like I can't believe you got money to do this. You suck. But I always could tell you made it. That's the biggest compliment to me you could give. Not whether it sucks or whether you think it's good. I'd rather you like it than not like it. But the fact that I have a signature something that I don't do on purpose, that means I'm just being honest with myself and just expressing myself. And like, okay, there's guys like say Brian De Palma who I always idolized. You
Fantastic.
know immediately he made the fucking movie. Now it could be about um, a horror movie like Carrie, or it could be The
Loving
Untouchables, like a serious
gangs.
crime gangster movie. Doesn't matter. That's
He's Brian
Brian.
the
And
that.
whether he doesn't know it while he's doing it, just like I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is the after effect of all these movies are so different. They go, yeah, but it has we know you made this. You have this stamp, but you don't do that consciously. I don't think anybody does. I don't say
Mm.
like I'm going to do a Lieberman shot.
Well, there are pretty good shot in your movies. I love the way you shoot movies. And another thing that I love about your movies is that the character you put on the screen look like real people. For example, when I saw Blue Sunshine, there are a couple scenes where there are people that are trying to use guns, but they fail miserably. So I thought, oh wow, are there actually movies where people don't know how to use guns? Do you think that this is an important element while writing and directing a movie?
But it's not the writing. That's in the directing. It's like you say, most people never picked up a gun. So when they pick up a gun, uh, they're gonna you can connect with it, and you don't, and you kind of take for granted on most of the movies. All of a sudden, everybody, okay, and they hold it this way. Do you know what? You ever shoot a
No, I
revolver?
haven't.
Well, I have. If you do this, 90% is going to hit you in the head, and your hands are going to go right back into your head. Nobody does this. You do this, you hold it like a
With
tripod with
two
two
hands.
hands. You see the police always doing
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
but only in the movie. That's movie gun.
But there's a big thing in movies, like everyone is like able to shoot or use weapons, and this.
Oh, well, the new thing now in movies that's really annoying. Everybody knows like this theatrical karate. Everybody. The women, well, she's with this group of being a secret something, and then of course she she becomes Bruce Lee. Everybody.
But that's not real. This is like not real life
It's not only
things.
not real life, but in real life, it's already been proven that professional boxers beat the shit out of these guys every time. That's why you don't see these martial arts guys being heavyweight champion of the world. But there's something very theatrical, and that's what it is. The stunt people figure out all these things with the kicks and all this stuff. I don't relate to it, but I guess young people think it's cool. Yes. Just don't try it. If you ever get mugged, don't do this.
No, no, no. As a film collector, I loved the opening scene of Remote Control, where we can see all these VHS on the shelf and the importance that VHS has during the whole movie. Do you think that physical media still hold any importance in today's world dominated by streaming services, social media, and so on?
um,
I think they
well,
do.
first of all, it's a two-part thing because VHS was a really, really shitty uh, medium, but it was
About
such a
quality.
novelty to have, like I said, in Blue Sunshine, in Remote Control, movies in our very own home. That was, you're too young, but the fact is, that was a really big deal. You mean I don't have to wait on 11 o'clock at night to watch Squirm or, those
Okay.
different things and see it on a little TV? I can watch it anytime I want. And so, in that respect, it was a revolution. It was they called it the video invasion. That's how I got the idea of that movie. It's like video invasion. From outer space. No, seriously, that's
But
how
it's
I got the
genius
idea.
because it's about an alien movie made through VHS. It's fantastic. I
Yeah,
adore
well,
the idea.
because I was thinking, you had a toaster, refrigerator, stoves, all these commonplace things that were in your house. All of a sudden, in the 80s, well, actually, it came around 81, 82. This foreign item that's never been in anybody's house, and you're going and taking this VHS player that never existed before, and then you're taking these things that never existed before and bringing it into your home.
It
So I'm
was weird.
thinking, that's what they're waiting for. That's how I got the idea.
Can you name me three recent horror movies you loved and why you loved them?
That's a tough one. Yeah, I no, no, I don't watch like how many movies have been made with dolls coming to life? Like Chucky, but they had a one with the braids and all. I'm not going to spend my time watching that. I mean, it's not aimed at me. It's just like if they make My Little Pony. No, I'm serious. Like, why would I say, oh, gee, I want to see My Little Pony too? Right? It's not aimed at me. It's not meant for me to like. And those movies, just I have no interest at all. And I
Okay.
get the formula I pick up.
And thrillers, for example. Do you like recent thrillers?
Uh, well, what do you call a thriller?
Like something like, I don't know, Zodiac from Fincher, or like the Party also from Scorsese, and this
Oh,
kind of.
those. That's a thriller?
Well,
No, I mean like
Zodiac
the
in
gangster movie, like Scorsese's movies. Yeah, they're getting a little. Um,
Shutter Island, for example, that can be considered
oh,
absolutely a
that
thriller.
yeah. I actually read the book before the
Yeah,
thing, so I wish I didn't
because
because the hook, like once you know the hook, you're watching the movie and you go, okay, well, DiCaprio, he's gonna, he's really crazy. So it really killed the movie. That was the only time I loved it. I loved it, but I read the whole book and I thought it was terrific. But then I'm watching the movie. And I wish I didn't read the book because I'm waiting. I know what's going to happen. I know that everything I'm seeing is the opposite of what you think,
okay,
and he's really
fine,
crazy.
and that
But it
happened
was
many times.
beautifully executed in every way. So I guess that's one I liked.
And I want to conclude this little interview asking. I'd love to see another Jeff Lieberman movie.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Do you have your checkbook with you?
What? No, I don't.
Well, I take PayPal. Or I could,
This
do GoFundMe.
you'd love to make another one.
No. I'm certainly capable of it, and I just don't feel that. I think about it a lot. It's like, did I ever feel an urge? I have to have a real good reason, and now it's not money anymore. At my age, I have enough money, so I have to have a good reason to do it.
Okay.
And one of them would be, really, I have a script that I want to do,
Hmm?
but
What is it about? Can I ask you?
um, well, it's the problem that it hasn't gotten made. And it came very close to being made for $7 million,
Hmm.
and I had pretty big name people. It's it's neither here. You can't put a label on it. You know what I mean? It's not a horror movie. It seems like a serious. I can understand from me when I'm writing it. I'm not trying to make a certain kind of movie, but from the commercial standpoint, everything has to have. Is it a horror movie? Is it a thriller?
Oh, of
Is it a
course.
comedy? And that's the only problem that this thing has. So over and over again, it's come very close to getting made, and that's ultimately why it hasn't. So if I had my pick, I would make that.